Here's a quick video on Fleece 101. These are the two types of fleece I work with, is blizzard fleece and anti-pill fleece. First off, blizzard fleece is a smoother texture and a bit denser. So it makes it a lot warmer to wear, like for apparel when you're going outside. And as you can see, flat. You can't see anything there and flat here. The thing with blizzard fleece though, if it's a solid color or it doesn't have, let's say it doesn't have the writing, it's just the taco, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell which side is which, you know, because sometimes the back has very bright colors like the front and it's just harder to tell. But you just have to look at it very, very closely and then you could tell which one's front, which one's back. But it does help that there's writing. Second one would be the anti-pill fleece. The anti-pill fleece is the one I love to work with because I make blankets. And it, like they said, it is a lot lighter, less dense, but for me, it's all the same. It's still super warm. And the anti-pill fleece is not so just straightforward. It has a bunch of, I don't even know what you would call, like I said, like the peeling pops up more. But the back is a smooth finish like the blizzard fleece. Now, these, when you get your fleece in your kits, this is how some of the fleece will look, depending on what kit you picked. Here, and this strip right here is called a fringe. The fringes is what I usually cut off when I'm prepping for my craft projects. Some people do leave them on, because honestly, I don't know why they leave it on, but I cut them off because, one, I don't like this big writing. Two, this part will just crinkle up like this. They just start rolling in. And none of the fleece has this. So that's why I cut it off. And I use these scissors. They're fabric scissors. They're also on my site, so you could purchase them. And you just cut along right below this nice silky color I just showed you. I usually like using a rotary cutter because it cuts just so much straighter. If I had a bigger mat, I would probably use a rotary cutter because you could tell it's not very even, which I don't even use that. But yeah, so it's not so even, but with the way I do my blankets, you can't even tell. So you would just cut along the straight line for these. The thing is that these kind of roll up, so it's like, where do you even cut, right? There are these tiny, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Let's see. These tiny dots right here is usually where you would cut along the line. Cut along this. Or like I said, the shiny part, just cut right below it and go across. It is kind of hard sometimes to find it on solid colors. So you would, like I said, you would just follow the silky line if you can't find the little dotted lines. Another thing is sometimes they'll have a little piece like this and then the dots will be out here for the solid colors. I still don't follow the dots. I follow this and I cut it because it's taking away a lot, like probably like a half an inch from the blanket, from the fabric. So I don't do that. And let me show you how it looks. I don't know if you can even tell the difference, but it is sort of thicker than than the Blizzard fleece. Look at the Blizzard fleece, is a lot thinner. See how they look compared next to each other. Yep, you see the difference? I don't know if you can see the difference on the camera, but it's a lot thicker. And it all depends what you like working with. Some people like working with Blizzard. I mix them, especially if the print is so cute like this one. I'll mix them together. Another thing that you have to know about working with these two fleeces is that the way that they are weaved or made, the grains could go like this or the grains could go like this. So when cutting and working and just moving them around, you will get one that's harder to rip apart. Like this side is harder. So when cutting or whatever you're doing, it's just a lot harder. And then when you're working like this way, it's a lot more easier to bend and cut or whatever you're using the fleece for. And that is about it that I could tell you about the fleece. So these are the scissors, and in case you were wondering, this is a rotary cutter. I love my rotary cutter because it cuts just straight and fast. But these scissors, you can't go wrong with these beautiful scissors. I love them. So tune in for some more tutorials on fleece crafts, and I hope to see you soon.